Hi everybody, welcome to Kids Class Inc. Here's another book review from Daddy and
Hunter.
Alright, so we are in the Westbury in Dublin City, and that's in Ireland. And yesterday we went for a little walk on Grafton Street and found a little bookshop. And what did we find?
We found Paddington's little library.
Yes, and this has 4 little books in it. So we're going to pick the first one. We might read them all, right? But Hunter's going to pick the first one to read. And which one would you like?
I like dark blue.
Dark blue. So this one is called Paddington Goes Shopping. All right.
Paddington Goes Shopping.
Okay, so one morning Paddington set out with his basket on wheels to do his shopping. See his basket on wheels, no?
Yeah.
That's cool. First of all, he bought a jar of marmalade at the grocer's. Of course he did. He loves marmalade, doesn't he? And then he went to the baker's for some buns. Yummy. While he was having a cup of cocoa with his friend, Mr. Gruber, he made a marmalade sandwich.
Marmalade sandwich.
Marmalade sandwich. Which he gave it to some birds he met on the way home. Oh, luckily they gobbled it down as fast as they could. Lucky Sharon, isn't that kind?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Paddington was home in time for his own lunch.
That's the end.
That's the end.
Yeah. That was so short.
That was so short. Alright, we got to pick another colour.
Okay, the yellow one.
The yellow one. It really is a little library, isn't it? So this one is Paddington at Home. Okay? What does that say? Home. It's like your favourite song. Okay, one day Paddington decided to make himself useful about the house.
Oh.
First of all, he made a cake. Look at that cake he's making. He made a cake. Then he lent a paw in the garden. But there was so much to be done, he ended up quite worn out by it all. He was tired, look. Tired Paddington. He didn't wake up until the middle of the afternoon. Time to lay the table ready for tea. What's he making for his tea, do you think?
Marmalade.
Marmalade.
Making all of it.
After tea, Paddington wrote down all the things he had done that day. Then he went to bed. He was writing in his journal. My eyelids are very tired, he said to the world in general. I think they need a good night's rest. He's all sleepy. Done.
Oh, I have 2 more books.
2 more books. We have The Arrival and we have Paddington at the Seaside. Which one we do first? Red. Here we go. Paddington, The Arrival. Alright? When Paddington said goodbye to his Aunt Lucy in Peru, he had no idea where he would end up. So he was most surprised when he found himself on a railway platform in London, England.
London, England.
London, England.
I went to London.
You did? Mr. and Mrs. Brown were surprised too, because they had never seen a bear on Paddington Station before. Mr. and Mrs. Brown and Paddington. They called him Paddington, and seeing he looked hungry after his journey, they bought him some cakes. As Paddington likes cakes, doesn't he? Yeah.
They're better than the marmalade.
Last page. They took him back to number 32 Windsor Gardens with them, and straight away he felt at home. I can't wait to tell my Aunt Lucy, he said. Look at him, all cosy. Look at him, all cosy. Now, our last book, Paddington at the Seaside. All right, and who wrote these books? Michael Bond wrote them, and they're illustrated by R.W. Alley. Illustrated means?
The illustrator.
The illustrator, and what does he do?
He
does. He draws the pictures. Very good. One morning, Paddington woke early. It felt like a day to be by the sea, so he made himself some marmalade sandwiches. And set out for a pretend holiday in the Browns' garden. Firstly, he made sandcastles in the sandpit, but soon found out it's not as easy as it looks, especially if you have paws. So he had a nap in the paddling pool instead. When he was dozing, he had another idea. I wonder what his idea was. It's the last page. What do you think his idea was?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Pretending holidays are nice, but real picnics are even nicer. Alright, so that concludes our stories for today. They were lovely little stories. Paddington's Little Library. It was quite cheap too. It's only €7 for those 4 little stories. I know they didn't take long, but we could always read them again because Hunter really likes Paddington. So that's it for Kids Class 8 today. And like and subscribe for more videos. Bye, till next time.